I know that the Jim and some other folks have mentioned the meeting from last year. We recorded those meetings last year and posted them on our YouTube channel. So I'm going to put the link to that playlist into the chat box so that if you'd like to view the recordings from last year and the videos. Okay, so I have a question now, and it might go for Jonathan, or it might go for David or Andy, or one of those guys. Said, given how much the aquaculture sector has suffered with COVID, this person is concerned about entering the profession. Is it the right time to be trying to expand and grow? So would anyone else like to try to tackle that one? Hopefully.
Well, this is Jim. I'll certainly take a crack at it. We would welcome you into this industry. We need strong, committed people in it, and those willing to take on the challenges deserve to be aquaculturists. It's an exciting industry. It's poised for growth worldwide and certainly here in the United States. And we need people that will help us solve issues and move forward.
Thank you, Jim. And I'll chime in a little bit as well. For those that don't know me, my regular normal job is to help counsel folks on business planning for aquaculture. So I would just tell someone to make sure you examine everything that might potentially impact your business, write a sound business plan, and then try to make a educated financial decision on entering the industry, given your risk averseness or risk taking personality and what you feel like. So that would be my suggestion if someone contacted me and asked for assistance. Okay, I have another question. Said, do any of the panelists have more specific thoughts on growing offshore aquaculture in the wake of COVID?
Hi, Matt. This is Dave O'Brien. I guess I can take a crack at that. Share my screen here. I'm gonna share my camera. So thanks for the question. Yeah, this is maybe not as much in specific to COVID, but I think certainly looking at offshore aquaculture in general. First, I would echo what Jim and Matt said to a certain extent about the last question. Certainly our role at NOAA to be talking about sort of business strategies of when to invest for a specific farmer, but I think more broadly, this is a very exciting time to be in part of the aquaculture community in the United States. There's a lot of momentum. I'd like to think we are at a very sort of exciting inflection point with the executive order that Jim mentioned and others mentioned as well. Plus all the ongoing work that the federal agencies have had. Really, it's been ongoing for decades, but it's really accelerated the past 2 to 3 years. So I think we're getting very close to setting a solid foundation, a solid stage for industry to build from and investors to get, hopefully get behind. As for offshore specifically, I think this is mentioned a couple of times in the past. The big thing coming out of the executive order, or one of the big things, is the focus on offshore, well, on aquaculture opportunity areas, which don't have to be offshore, but NOAA has identified in very broad brushstrokes 2 regions in federal waters in the Gulf of Mexico as well as Southern California, where we'll be looking to cite the first 2. And there's a lot of other interest in these offshore opportunity areas as well. These are aquaculture opportunity areas, including but not limited to federal waters. So I think there's a real opportunity there for us to look at these regions more holistically, do our analyses holistically to help address some of the issues that Jim raised, and try to really look at some of these regulatory challenges in a more, sort of step back, look at them in a more regional based approach, so we don't have individual operators running the gamut of every single regulation. Trying to do that a little bit more systematically. So I think it's exciting, and the executive order, I think, sets a really good foundation for us to work from.
Thank you, David. Do we have any other questions for any of the panelists before we wrap things up? Okay, I don't see anything passing through. As a reminder, just let everyone know that these presentations have been recorded, and after we have a chance to break them down into individual recordings for each topic, we will be posting them on the U.S. Aquaculture Society webpage, or excuse me, our YouTube page for you to view or share the videos. You're more than welcome to share the videos that we have up there already. I'd also like to take a final time to thank the rest of our sponsors, the National Aquaculture Association, the American Fisheries Society Fish Culture Section, Catfish Farmers of America, the Soy Aquaculture Alliance, and the Nature Conservancy. Without them, I don't think that we would have been able to put together a nice panel or get the connections that we had for the panelists in the other countries and stuff. So thank you very much. And if there's no other questions, I think we'll wrap it all up. If you have anything that comes to mind afterwards, feel free to shoot it to me and I will see if we can direct it to a panelist and get you an answer. So with that, thank you for attending today. I hope that it was useful. As you exit, there'll be a quick survey. Please take the time to answer those questions so that we can improve this meeting for when we do it again next year. Thank you very much.